bigger booth, so we had to do it Monday.
Yeah. So we loaded it on Tuesday. Live? Hey.
Hey again.
HTG is in the podcast, the temporary podcast studio at the Canadian Concrete Expo.
Thank you for having us
Happening
again.
right now. It's good to have you. I miss Jonathan. I know he's busy. You guys have a lot of things going on at the booth over there. In Hall 1?
Hall 3.
Hall 3. What number again?
3201.
3201. See, I got it written down right here. How's the show been for you guys so far?
It's been good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of people?
A lot of people interested, engaged in the machines, asking a lot of questions. The booth is kind of standing out with the colors and everything. So, yeah, we're happy. I
gotta pass by again and get a photo or something. I'll see if I can sneak by there on our lunch break here.
I didn't even see you pass by. I was waiting for you yesterday.
Listen, this is the first trade show that I've attended where I've never gone to the trade show. I'm literally going from the door to the booth here to bathroom booth, right? Because we just want to do a lot of shows.
Yeah, you should take a picture on the tank. We have a contest going on today.
So what are you in?
So the contest is you take a picture of you on the tank and you post it up, and we're going to pick up the winner today. So you can win $5,000 in diamond tooling.
Can we rig it? Can we rig it?
We're on live, man. We can't do that.
HTG North America. Get them at htgnorthamerica.com. And on IG, it's at HTG North America. And reach out to them. Your phone number, which is 514-531-1729. And you can pretty much, and their email is info@htgnorthamerica.com.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much call you, and you could probably be in any part of the North American space.
Exactly.
All over Canada, all over the U.S.
Well, if you call me for Vancouver, maybe I'll have a little delay. But, sometimes we have people calling to go to Halifax. And, we just did it like 3 days after we're in Halifax.
Always on the road, never in the air.
We have to be on the road, man.
Because your machines are not small enough, like I joked about it, on the carry-on. You can't carry them on, right?
I don't think it would be a good idea.
But the thing is, your machines need to be the way they are to do the work that they need to do. That's why they're important that way, right?
Exactly.
But it would be funny to see you guys trying to get them down the aisle of the airplane to just...
If we make it alive with all that weight.
You're going through the metal detector. No. So everyone's got a lot of questions. They're coming up to you. They're checking it out. Are they a little hesitant that it's too good to be true kind of thing? Like, remember how we talked on the show?
Yes.
I was impressed with what a lot of the machines can do.
Yes.
Same thing. Is that the same vibe? You're getting a lot of contractors, tradespeople coming out here, and they're like going, that's too good to be true.
Honestly, it's a bit the response we had.
Yeah.
Some people knew about the brand, but some people they're like, oh, we never heard about this. You guys have a really nice booth. You have all the full lineup from Scarifying through shot blasters, grinders, and But I think it's just about building up that trust. And doing the live demo and answering the questions the right way.
Yeah.
But a lot of people right now, we have a lot of appointments for demos. So people are really engaged in the equipment because I think the market is open for a new player, and I really think that's going to be us.
Are you guys getting a lot of tradespeople specifically talking to you about upcoming projects this year, saying this is what I've got? I'm possibly going to get this. I'm going to secure this job, and then I need to pull this off. Is it possible to pull this off?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, actually, we had a lot of people ask for us for advice. Like, we had a guy coming in, he's going to do a parking membrane. He just did one a long time ago. He's not really used to it. He has some good equipment, but, it has some years in it. So he asked us some advice on what to do, how to do it, what can I do in square footage. So it's nice to have people even if we're a new company, see that we know what we're doing and ask for advice. And I think it's really nice. It's cool.
Well, because it's good that you can see cause and effect. You got your machines that are going on. You're seeing different applications going on at job sites. You're getting tradespeople who care about their business and their brand. They're inviting more clients to come in here and try to pull off more projects. They want to start growing.
Exactly.
They need the right tools to continue to grow, right?
Exactly.
They want to just be prepared. That's construction. If you prepare yourself really well, then you'll do the job really well.
Exactly.
Then you look good.
Even our 21-inch, people were looking at it for residential, smaller projects and everything. And they're like, oh, you can polish with it? I didn't know you can polish with a small machine like this because the competition doesn't have that in small units. But we do offer that. So, they see different possibilities with some equipment they would buy somewhere else. But, us, you can have the full package with it.
What's the technology? Why is it that you can actually do it, polishing and the grinding on the same machine? You guys have designed it that way.
Well, the only thing you need is to be able to move the heads clockwise and counterclockwise.
That's it.
That's it. So it's just really an option you need to put in the machine, but some of the competition, they just put it on more expensive equipment, But the reality is, a lot of people are starting to want that in residential, this and that. So, you have to bring up a big generator, a big equipment. Our 550 it's a 21-inch grinder that weighs almost 600 pounds. It weighs 600 pounds, but what's nice about it is that you can have it in 2 parts. So if you need to do a basement or whatever, you can detach it, and it becomes really easy to...
It's a transformer.
What do you say?
It's a transformer.
Transformer.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You can split it into 2.
Yeah, it's 2 pins, and you deplug the motor, and you're done.
I didn't know that. You guys didn't mention that on the other show.
We talk about a lot of stuff.
No, really, so you can do, but nobody else is doing that on the market.
There is some equipment you can detach.
Okay.
I recall that, yes. But us, the 18-inch and the 21-inch, you have that option. But over that, it's too big equipment. You can't do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's it's easier for the contractor. It's more versatile for him. He can do residential jobs, light commercial, whatever you need. So.
And I know you guys talked about the shop blaster was going to be at the booth here, right?
Yeah. Right now we have the 20-inch in the booth.
Okay. And then what demonstrations are you guys doing there?
We're not doing any demos here at the show.
No, wait. On the last show, you said you'll be able to grind the...
That's what we thought. But, honestly...
They won't let you?
The boot is too small to do that.
To do anything? Just lift up the carpet a little bit and just...
We have a 30 by 30 and it came up a bit small to do demos. So next year, hopefully it'll be bigger and we can do that. But yeah, the floor was kind of beat up over there. I said to Jonathan, we should try to...
We don't need the carpet. We just fix the concrete.
Why don't we just polish this?
We'll just polish it. That's what I figured.
We can add value to the building. Why not?
But in just that one area, that's it. Then they'll actually ask you to come back and do the whole building.
Yeah, and we'll refer one of their contractors we met today.
Yeah, you might do it. Do it, man. Was it a different group of people because you guys were at World of Concrete as well too, right? So was it a different group of people down there than it was here?
Actually, we met a lot of people that we saw from Canada.
They were coming down to
that were in Vegas. We saw them back again here. So...
I tell you, there's love for concrete, man. Like tradespeople, there's a love for concrete.
Yeah, and I've been talking to a lot of people that do other stuff involving concrete, but not floor prep. And a lot of contractors were asking about advice. I want to get into polishing game. I want to diversify my business. So it's really nice to have that, see how people are open to do new things and learn and grow their business, And we have the High Tech Academy coming in too, like we talked on the podcast.
Yeah.
So when we talk to customers about that, it's just, they're like really interested. Like, man, I'm starting a new stuff and I can partner with a company that's going to back me up and they're giving me advice on how to grow my business and diversify the trade that I do.
That's what contractors want, though, right? They want that from all their suppliers. They want that you guys care feeling. Exactly. You know what I mean? You guys create a product. It does really well. If there's ever a problem, we'll take care of it for you. We'll work with you, and we'll keep your business going, and we'll keep the work going. Exactly. That's what every contractor wants.
Exactly.
I love that that's the culture that you guys are building, man.
Yeah. Too. And we do rentals as well. So when we talk to people, I'm like, oh yeah, you do rentals, because some people, they're like, we never heard about your equipment. It looks good. But like you said, is it too good to be true? So I always like to say, but if you want, you can just rent it and we'll still go on the job site. We'll still show you.
Renting it from whom?
From us.
From you guys directly?
Yeah. For now, we do it direct.
So if I'm in, I don't know, pick a city. If I'm in just outside of Toronto or something like that.
Well, right now we rented in Toronto, we rented in Windsor, and we're going to rent in Halifax in spring.
Is it more cost effective to rent it to get used to it, to see if you want to dive into this section of the business where you're like, let me see if I want to expand my business before committing to buying the machine?
I think it's a good thing to try.
It makes sense, yeah.
Like we had a guy, he's going to do a parking membrane. He not really used to it. We talked about the renting part, and it seemed interesting to him because, before spending that, 30, 40, 50,000, you're like, I'm going to rent it out, reduce my cost, test it, see how it feels, and then he'll just be in love. He's going to buy it.
You know what? I'm telling you right now, he will be, right? So it doesn't hurt you as a contractor, eh?
Not at all.
Because now you don't, okay, you guys are presenting what the machines are all about. It's really good machinery, and all of a sudden you start, let me give it a try. I do a job, you realize how easy it was because you hear the horror stories of how to do it, that it doesn't go well, but then it goes well, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, I'm going to get another job, so let me do another one, let me do another one, let me do another one.
You build up the trust, you have trust in your equipment.
Yeah.
You see, okay, I did this really fast, it went really well, it was smooth, the guys helped me out.
I like the idea of renting it. You guys never even mentioned that on the other show.
I think we said it.
Did you guys mention
briefly?
But we didn't dive into it the way we're diving into it right now.
We talk about so much stuff there.
No, I know, because there's so much that's going on, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, and then what else you guys got going on at the booth there?
But we felt that as we're a new company in the market here in Canada, it was important to give that option to the customer, because if I put myself in the shoes of the customer. It looks, like you said, maybe too good to be true. I don't know the brand, so why not try to spend a couple thousand, rented it out, doing the job, having it done, and build that trust. So yeah.
I like it a lot, and it also, what it does is it just starts to build that trust between you and the contractor, the business and the supplier and the contractor.
So what we try to think when we do stuff, honestly, is we try to put ourselves in the place that the customer is right now. How would I see it if I was a client? We are a client in everything we do in life, you know what I mean? But how would I see it? How would I feel better? How would I feel like I can trust the process and everything? So I felt that was really an important part of it. So that's what we're trying to do.
And you've always done the rental?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, since the beginning we've done the rental. So, and it's good because, sometimes you can see, maybe we need to improve this, or, this pin is not the right pin, or, like we had a small Scarifying and we had a problem with the barrel, and just realized that the barrel, the shaft wasn't the right stuff we need to do, so we improved the shaft. So I think it's a good way to do research and development too. So hearing out the customer, hearing out the reviews. So yeah, I think all around it's positive.
Guillermo, what's the basic difference between a Scarifying and a grinder?
So the grinder, you're gonna do floor preparation with it.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna profile, let's say, before you do an application or something like that.
Yes.
The Scarifying is really when you want to correct the floor. Okay, so
it bites into the concrete more.
You're gonna crush it.
Yes.
So that's the point. If you want to lower the floor, if you need to dig in like 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 4 millimeters, or more, you're not gonna do that with a grinder. So it's basically when you need to correct the floor, lower it down to and then grind.
Yeah, so I was going to say, so basically you can get to the point where you scarify the floor, get it all perfectly level, grind it to get it smooth, then polish it to get it finished.
Exactly.
And you guys basically have all the machines to do all of that.
Exactly. So we had a customer, he had this job, he scarified before because he needed to correct, he scarified, then he went with the grinder, and it all went into pieces, take it off, then grind, you get the profile, and do what you got to do.
And then he polished it. No,
he did a
it was a finished concrete.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And you can do any. I remember the sizes that you were sharing. That you can go from any size, all the units, the different machines. So Scarifying from grinding to polishing. What size blades are we talking about? Like areas from the Scarifying wise.
So Scarifying wise, we have right now we have the 10-inch.
Yeah.
It's a 10-inch. That's only a Scarifying, and we have the bigger one. That's the CS320. That one, you get 12 and a half inch.
Okay.
And that one comes with 2 barrels. So you have the saw blades to shave.
Yeah.
And you have the Scarifying barrel to Scarify. And right now, we're going to have a new one that's going to be 2 feet.
24 inches.
24 inches.
Scarifying.
Yeah. And shaver.
Man. Is it loud? It's loud.
Yeah, it's loud.
On
the Scarifying, it's really loud.
Well, because you're taking a hard substance and you're chipping away at a hard substance.
Yeah, I think we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
The machine weighs almost 1,000 pounds, so it can even damage structure if you're doing it on.
Yeah, you guys were mentioning that. I remember that. So it's not the kind of machine you want to turn over before 7 a.m. You want to wait until 7 a.m. before you get a fine from the city.
A lot of people's work with it at night, on the weekend.
Oh yeah, in the commercial areas, right?
Yeah,
so then the residential people are not around there.
But we have that one shaver. We're working on it. I think we talked about it on the podcast. So the next one is we're working on it so it can come with a laser.
That's right. You mentioned the laser thing,
talked about that,
which I totally thought was cool because now you can actually read the whole floor and get a sense of everything.
Exactly.
Is the laser? Is it belong to you guys? HTG is designing the laser as well too.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy, you guys are designing it as well, eh?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
The engineers, man, they're putting a lot of work into this.
Black and red?
Black and red. You know how it is. But honestly, a lot of people, that's what we thought. They see the brand and they're like, man, this it talks to me, It looks badass. It looks like
it could do the job.
You know what I mean?
Without me spending all the hard work. And I take all the credit.
Well, there's going to be some hard work, that's for sure.
There's going to be a little bit of hard work, but HTG is going to do most of the work, and then I'm going to take all the credit for doing the work. And then I'll look good, but the machine did everything.
That's what we want.
But that's construction.
That's it.
everyone takes credit for all the machines that do all the good work for them. Well, machines don't have a voice, I guess. You guys aren't going to make it a voice activated one. Or no, you have the remote versions as well too, but
remote version.
But voice is going to be probably one thing one day.
I don't know.
You never know. You'll be talking to it.
Oof,
now you guys have to come up with
wild.
names for the machines at that point, so then the guys could talk to the machines and adjust them by name, right?
You can choose your name.
That's going to be a different kind of construction world, eh? But that'll be kind of cool, that because the remote goes from there, the machine goes from there.
One thing we're working on, well, I already said it, so I'm going to say it. It's going to be out, I think, within the next year or maybe a year and a half, but we're really working on it right now. It's an app for the contractors, so it's going to be...
Yeah, you mentioned that.
We talked about it a bit?
I think you mentioned it because of the remote, right? So it's like you can read the machine.
Yeah, but so let's say you're the contractor and you have 4 or 5 units, okay? So in the app, you're going to be able to see, okay, my 4 units, so I know this unit was on that job site and the other 2 were on another job site. And you can see, you're going to be able to see how much time they ran on each job site, what was going on, how much time did it stop, this and that, so it can really give out all the information to the contractor to build data and say, look, I did this job, I only had 1 machine there, and this one I had 2 machines, kind of the same job. That one was more efficient. Why? It ran 6 hours, it ran 3 hours, you know what I mean? So
that's launching later on this year?
I don't know if it's going to be this year, but for sure it's going to be, I think, maybe 25, but it's really coming.
That's pretty cool, because then also it could help you with maintenance as well too.
Exactly.
To keep an eye on what machine's doing,
exactly.
How much time is being spent.
You can see your hours.
Yeah.
Around 250, you have your first service. For the oil change.
How do they normally do it? A contractor just looks at the machine, wondering who's cleaner. That's the one that's been used less, right? That's not how the way to do it, right?
You just see the hours on the clock. And, but I think that's a good option for the customers.
That's a great option, man.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. You guys got to roll it up faster. How do you guys roll it up faster?
What do you mean?
Get it out to the market sooner.
Well, we just want it to be like super efficient.
Perfect.
And we're trying to see what other options can we put into it, and so we want it to be friendly, user friendly too. So hopefully soon.
That's a good idea. I like that one a
Yeah.
lot. So the engineers are constantly coming up with that.
Oh yeah.
And then they're also probably thinking new machines as well too.
They're really hard on R&D, research and development. They really work a lot on that. So really can't complain. Like right now we have the Blaster 10-inch, 20-inch, but in spring, summer we're gonna have the 36-inch.
Holy man.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, and they're all battery powered, so you don't have to push them around on the job site. When I was talking to the guys, because Blast Truck used to do a big like that too.
Yeah.
But no batteries, man. You have to push it around. So if you have a ramp or something,
that's difficult.
Yeah.
And then everything is still made in Montreal there in Quebec.
It's assembled.
Yeah, it's all assembled there,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, which is great. So it all comes out from there, and then the
Exactly.
U.S. it goes all over Canada, and then
we
also you guys are going to Europe as well too.
We service out of Montreal and Toronto for Canada, and we've been doing some sales too in Europe. So.
What countries do you know offhand?
Spain, Italy, Sweden has bought some too, Germany too.
Yeah, these are big concrete companies. They're concrete countries.
Yeah, but I was talking at World Concrete to a few contractors over there, and they were explaining to me how the market is totally different over there.
In what way?
And I think the budgets on the jobs. The budget on the jobs.
Smaller or higher?
Smaller.
Smaller.
They're not going to polish that much. They were talking to me sometimes even the sealer process is really not the same than here. I didn't get into much details with them about that, but I just can really tell the market is different.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share before we get wrapping it up and you get back there and I want to pass by and take a look at the booth as well too?
I'll be waiting for you guys.
I'll pass by. I want to take a picture there. There's a contest going on, right?
Yeah. We're going to pick the winners at 1.
At 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
So that means I got to get to you before that.
Yeah. No, honestly, man, I just want to thank everyone that came to the booth. Thank you for having me. Really happy to see the customers engage and asking so many questions.
Yeah.
If you need anything, guys, just reach out to us and we'll go out there. We'll do the demo with you and,
Just ask the question, guys. Honestly,
That's it.
just keep on asking questions. These
That's
guys
it.
have the answers. They'll find them. They'll tell you.
That's
They'll
it.
educate you. And guess what? Your business will be better. It'll do better.
Well said, Manny.
That's it. As simple as that. Always pleasure to have you on the show, man. Again, check them out, HTG North America, at htgnorthamerica.com, and also on IG, HTG North America. Booth number again is 3201 in Hall 3. Massive booth, 30 by 30 there, all the way until the end of today, which is until 3 o'clock, and then then the gypsy action starts, and everyone's going to start tearing down all kinds of stuff, and then reach you if they had any questions or they're curious about it for the rentals or whatever. 514-531-1729, and also at info@htgnorthamerica.com. Guillermo, man, thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, we're out of here.
Bye.
That was good. Let's get a picture.